So today lesson is under the TTP. It is mantra. We will understand what the mantra is, what are the steps to practice, and benefits and variations. Even though I have not written everything, so what I have not written, I will cover while talking to about it. So please note down. Always remember what are the steps to progress and perfect into yoga or meditation. Well, meditation is a part of yoga, isn't it? So listening and learning. So when you are listening, you are learning the principles. Where you learn the principles, you have the information, and you do not think about it. So when you think, you have lot of questions. So if I don't answer any question that pops up in your mind, please ask those questions from both of us. So once you are clear about those questions, you get the answers, you are clear about it, then the most easy thing to apply it in your life. So I had one beautiful girl for online session. So she skipped her lesson yesterday. So I scheduled for today. And normal, I am extremely sorry, I am very sorry. I said, no need to be sorry. Find out why the mind was not ready for attending the session. It is the mind. So if we can change the mind by clarity, by understanding, then we can easily apply it in our daily life. So what is the journey looks like? I always tell, especially the young kids like you, become totally selfish. First, you become a good person with yourself. There are two ways, to you prove, you claim, you declare in a group that I am a good guy, isn't it? Or a good girl. And the second thing, I should become good to myself. Let the world go to hell. You first become good to yourself. And if you are good to yourself, you are good to everyone. Do you understand that? If you are good to yourself, you are kind to yourself, you are in peace to yourself, you will definitely express peace to others. There is no doubt about it. But you are angry inside and you want to pose that, I'm in peace. You don't understand. Then it will not work. Understand? Did you get it?
Yeah.
So, that is the journey in our different text. This story is very popular about the frog living in the well. So, frog was living in the well. Swan caught the fish, and swan was flying over the well, and anyhow the fish went into the well because the swan could not hold it. So now there is a frog and there is a fish. So frog said, you seem to be alien. What? From where you have come? I have come from ocean. what an ocean looks like. So it's a very big pool of water. So frog jumped from one part of the well to the other, and after jumping asked the fish, "Oh, is this size?" Fish said, "No, it's bigger than that." Frog jumped again. And he tried very hard, but he could not convince the fish. We know how big the ocean is as compared to the well. And anyhow, one day people wanted to clean the well, and they threw all the living species into a nearby ocean. And again the fish and the frog met together. So fish said, "Now I will tell you what an ocean looks like. Jump." And the frog jumped. He could not find any limit. Do you see that? He doesn't find any limit. And he jumped quite few times. And the fish stopped asking any question how big the ocean is. So sometime, especially in yoga practice, when you continue the journey and you practice regularly, you know you are in peace. You don't need a certification from anyone. You know, I'm in peace, I'm in happiness. That is the journey of higher yoga. Lower journeys, yes, you do 10 posture, 15 posture, you do 2 pranayama, 3 pranayama, you demonstrate difficult poses. But we have to rise vertically high, not horizontally. Horizontal movement in yoga is not an advancement in yoga. What is horizontal movement? Whether you do 10 posture or you do 50 postures, it's a horizontal movement. You have not taken up the second practice. Do you know why it is known as Ashtanga Yoga? Why? Can anyone answer? Why we say these are the limbs of yoga, these are the ladders of yoga. So it's basically a vertical movement, where the vertical movement takes you to deep inside. So what is the masses, after all, of yoga? Do you drink milk? Or at least you have seen the milk. Isn't it? You have tasted it also. So milk contains the butter, but it is not seen in the milk. How we get the butter? How we get the butter, Sienna? How we get the butter?
Churn the milk. No, churn it with. Yeah, you churn the milk.
Yes, you churn the milk. So we all are milk. We have to churn our life. Churning our life means churning our body, breath, mind, intellect. And churning what comes out is a cream or a butter. That is what the good person is. We discover our true nature. What is our true nature? That is full of peace and happiness. So even when you begin the class for other similar kids, you can tell these stories. Now we will directly come to mantra. So we will understand what the mantra is. You already have the paper. Mantra. The first syllable is coming from the root man, that means mind. And tra means destruction, destroy, dissolving. So what is mantra? Mantra by which mind is destroyed. Which mind? The negative mind, the crazy mind is destroyed. Don't start thinking that the mind is destroyed, then I cannot work without mind. Are you understanding? Are you
Yes.
listening?
Yes.
So if you all are listening attentively, that mind should not be destroyed. So that is one meaning coming from the root mantra. Similarly, tantra. Tantra. Tan means expansion. So here the tra means expansion of mind and liberation of energy is tantra. Then we have yantra, with the same suffix. Anyhow, leave this. So I have written mantra is a specific word or words that destroys the suffering from life. Another part that you should note down. In the path of yoga, Patanjali says how to understand the principle. So he gives 3 steps. Shabda means word or sentence or a phrase. So I should be able to speak. I should be able to express. Second is meaning of that word and the knowledge hidden in it. 3 steps. Shabd, phrase. I said mantra, right? So I explained the meaning. Mantra, and then what is the knowledge? Mantra that destroys the negative mind, which leads to inner peace and happiness. Are you clear?
Yes.
Is everyone clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
What is the meaning of Maya? Do you remember Maya?
What Maya means? I
You forget your meaning of your name.
forget.
Maya is also a Sanskrit word. Sienna is not, and every is not a Sanskrit word, so I cannot give you the meaning. So, Maya, that is the power of our true nature to build the world of name and the form. Normally, Maya is understood as illusion. That is too far. We are not going there because you all are kids. So, understand the real meaning. The Maya is the power of the self by which we build the name and the form. What is the name and the form? You have a name, you have a form. So, any name and form you see, it is created by the Maya, the power of the consciousness. Shanti mantra that discovers inner peace. Why we say now mantra? We have added an adjective before the mantra that you already know in English grammar. Shanti mantra that discovers the inner peace. Shanti mantra shows methods to awaken inner peace. Shanti mantra are definitely, Shanti is spoken 3 times. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So Om is a symbol of your real self. Om simply is a symbol of real self. And first Shanti is an expression of that Om. Second Shanti goes to the body, breath, mind, intellect, ego, the entire personality. And the third Shanti, Shanti in the whole world. Did you understand? So there is another meaning. Shanti for bringing an end to the mental suffering, bringing an end to the natural calamities, and bringing an end to the problems at the physical level. We have thousands of mantras. I won't say even thousand, perhaps we have millions of mantras. Every verse in Gita is also known as mantra. Every verse. We have 700 verses. We have more than 50-60,000 verses in the oldest book, which is known as Yoga Vasishtha. Every verse is a mantra. So it means there are millions of mantras we need to understand. Just as a reference. Second is, these mantras are single syllables. These mantras are double syllables. These mantras may contain many words in one mantra. For the sake of understanding Om, Om is one single syllable mantra. Aim, single syllable mantra. Hreem, Kleem, Shreem, Om Shreem Gurubhyo Namah. Now see, Om is a single syllable mantra. We can use the single syllable mantra as a Om. Shreem, single syllable mantra. Gurubhyo pertains to the Guru. Namah, surrender, taking refuge in the Guru. So now you see that how many words are it? Om Shreem Gurubhyo Namah. 4 words. So it means that mantra contains the 4 words. Om Namah Shivaya. Have you heard about it? Om Namah Shivaya. That contains 3 words. So mantra may contain a single syllable, may contain more than 1 word, may contain maybe a long mantra. Om Bhur Bhuvah Swah Tat Savitur Vareniyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. It is one mantra. Gayatri mantra. It is known as Gayatri mantra. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 4 words. Hreem, single word. Om Shanti, 2-word mantra. Are you getting it? So we differentiate the mantra based on number of syllables present in a single word or number of words together. Understood? Clear? Yes. So then I now coming to Shanti Mantra 1. So Shanti Mantra we have written here. Om, I have given a transliteration also. Om. You see that's now how many words are there? It is a complete verse. So complete verse is a Shanti mantra. So what it is? Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorama Mritangamaya Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Do you see the transliteration? So it is good to say Om in the beginning of this mantra. It is good to say Om 3 times. And Om Shanti 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 also 3 times. So let me recite it first, and you should follow it. Let us do it 2 times more together. Will you take a deep breath, and half the air you bring out, oh, and when the half air is out, bring the 2 point of the beak together. No, lips together, I mean to say. Normally what we do, when the breath is not left, and then I join the lips. Are you getting it? So
Yeah.
half the air, O, single syllable, and other syllable, mo. That is the best way to do it. Let us see. Let us do it together. Take a deep breath. It takes a little effort in saying O, and after that you simply join the lips, the humming sound comes on its own. But never teach, never learn. Many teachers I have seen here, they teach you ma. No, that is against the Sanskrit grammar. When a and u joins, it becomes o. Clear? Let us do it one more time. Take a deep breath. Done. Now, asatu ma satgamaya. Can you say? Asatu ma satgamaya. Asatu ma satgamaya. Clear?
Yes. Yeah.
Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya.
Tamasoma
Jyotirgamaya. You see, when you sing with awareness, what happens? Your mind starts merging within. You enjoy that. So you have to sing in that way. There are many ways to sing this, but this is one of the normal ways. Amritangamaya. You can look at translatarian also. Mrityurama Amritangamaya. Mrityurama Amritangamaya. One more time. Mrityurama Amritangamaya. You will not be able to chant Om Shanti 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 clearly if you do not divide this last mantra in two breaths. First, you take a deep breath and you chant Om. Take a second breath. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You know, that will make a sense. Otherwise, your students will feel as if you are in a hurry. Oh, first, that is wrong. Half the way. Oh. Enjoy that movement and then take the next breath. Shanti, Shanti. And the third Shanti, Shanti. Let us do it. Couple of times. First breath. Not in a hurry. Shanti,
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 Shanti. Are you tired? Want to be in a hurry? Just see it again with the two breath. Take another breath. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Clear? This is the way to chant. Literal meaning. Do you remember what Patanjali says by understanding anything in 3 steps? I just told you. What are those 3 steps? I forget.
Last week's lesson?
Just now I told you.
Oh.
First is speaking that word or sentence. So that is what we chanted the mantra. The second is the meaning. Shabd, Arth, Jnanam. There are 3 words. Shabd means I should understand and speak the words as it is. Third, the second Patanjali says, know the meaning. Third, know the knowledge hidden in that meaning. Meaning may not be the knowledge. Did you understand that? 3 steps. Even if you follow these 3 steps, no, we always remember these steps. It recalls, my mind recalls, oh, I have to explain like this. I have to talk about this. It becomes a companion, your companion of your mind and the intellect. So now the second step is?
meaning,
Yeah, meaning. I thought that you are saying something else. So, the meaning. So, what is the meaning of Om? I have already explained the meaning. Om is symbolic of my true nature. So, what is the knowledge hidden into it? My true nature is full of, what is? Full of pure awareness. First thing. 5 attributes. Pure awareness. Second is truth. Third is wisdom. Fourth is love. Fifth is permanent happiness.
Yes.
So again understand pure awareness, truth, wisdom, love, and permanent happiness. Where they are located? When we are in love with someone, we say that it is located in him or her. That is not what we are learning in yoga. Are you getting it?
yes,
Where the love is?
No.
Where the love is in yoga? It is within you. The true nature is made up of love. True nature is made up of permanent happiness. True nature is made up of permanent wisdom, truth, and pure awareness. Just to extend that topic a little bit, permutation and combination of these 5 attributes, there are 64 attributes. What are those attributes? Peace, calm, relaxation, quietness, beauty, like this. There are 6. We are not going there. That's a very deeper aspect. Understood. Now understand the meaning of asato ma satgamaya. Sat. The word sat means truth. What is that? Truth is one attribute of the true nature. And, sometime, so you all are beautiful. You all are women. So, oh, Did you meet that beauty? So now we are not saying the name. Did you meet that beauty? Oh, yes, I saw. She is beautiful. So that is why that sat is, it is not about speaking the truth. That truth is our true nature, real self. And what is asat? So when you put a prefix before the sat, it becomes opposite, the false nature. So truth is real nature, asat is false nature. Can you give me an example of a false nature? Can you give me an example of a false nature? Don't tell me that I spoke a lie yesterday, that was my false nature. We are not talking of speaking false or the truth.
What's opposite of one of your 5 things that are your essential nature?
So when I'm in anxiety, stress, duality, conflict, obsession, that is my false nature. No, when you are angry, don't your parents say, "Don't be angry, calm down. You have never been like this."
Is it true too that a false nature would be like a title that we give ourselves? So is that false nature? If we say I'm a yoga teacher, I'm not a yoga teacher, right?
Yeah,
That's that false nature.
yeah. But we are not going to that level. When we go into a higher meditation journey, then even for the sake of convenience, we say we are a yoga teacher, but internally we are aware that is only a label. So at present, we focus that false nature that makes you experience stress, anxiety, duality, conflict in your life and personality is false nature. Who creates this false nature? Your mind. When it creates that false nature, when the mind is expecting and depending on the world outside. Or simply you can say, when the mind is working on you, it creates the false nature. So what the false nature does? The false nature hides the true nature. So what is the meaning of asato ma satgamaya? I am moving from false
False
nature
to truth.
to the true nature. Or I am moving from true nature to the false nature. Which one is right?
False to truth.
False to the. But if I don't recognize the false nature in me, how can I move?
So gamaya is to move.
Ma.
Ma is to move.
Yeah.
No.
So now tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Tamas means darkness. So darkness is symbolic expression of ignorance, not knowing, having an incomplete knowledge. And jyotir means light, means wisdom. So symbolic of wisdom. If I know my true nature, I have no problem. So yoga is also a movement from ignorance to wisdom. Yoga is a movement from false to the true nature. I don't know whether you are feeling bored or you are excited about this mantra. What do you think?
Excited.
Excited. Casey, but what about you guys?
Like it.
Feeling too much bored. But now remember, if you start moving like this in your day to day life, the time comes. Internally, your mind is totally free. It lives into that peace and happiness and creativity and wisdom. And for success in life, these attributes are essential. Mrityorama amritangamaya. Mrityu. Mrit. Mrit means death, and you put the A before it, it means Amrit. Amrit means nectar, immortality. So we move from the fear of death to immortality, to the freedom from the death. Fear for the death is very well known. So what happens in our life when you move from the mortality? Means what? We understand, we discover, we leave behind what dies. So what is left? What never dies. Who never dies? Our true nature never dies. Have you seen the waves in an ocean? Huh? Have you seen
Yes.
waves? Have you gone there, Sienna?
Well, I've seen it like on a boat, but
Huh? Have you seen Henry?
Okay.
Haven't seen waves?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you have seen. Maya? So how long the wave lives? Wave goes up, and next second it merges into an ocean, dies. Goes up, dies. Goes up, dies. Right? Huh? Now if the waves say, I want to live forever, is it possible?
No.
Is it possible? Can you bring wave from an ocean and keep it in your house? What will happen? The wave will disappear, it becomes the water. So water is the essence. Does the water die? Water never dies. So this is the message hidden here. Moving from mortality, death, to immortality. So what is immortal in us? What is our true nature that never dies? We move there. So I have all explained. It goes up to the question before we move. Now you ask me questions. So these 6 questions you have to cover, answer. But before I go to second mantra, ask me any question.
Sometimes, is it common in Sanskrit? Sometimes you'll see a mantra written one way and with just like one letter change. Like sometimes I see Amritam with an M and Amritan with an N. Is that customary?
Yeah, I wanted to speak about it. These pundits makes everyone crazy in India. So we have the pundits in North India and we have the pundits in South India. So Indian pundits say that I will use mo. North Indian says I will use no, n. That is the difference.
But the meaning
Amritan
doesn't change.
Gamai.
It doesn't change the meaning of the
It doesn't change the meaning. You are right.
Are
You
there any
got it.
letters like that beside N and M?
Yeah, but mostly this is they have a dispute between N and M, the way they speak and the way they pronounce. Otherwise, in majority of in the mantras.
Okay.
Are you feeling bored?
No.
I don't see the smile on your face. So if you are sad, then I will also be very sad and teaching in sadness.
Girish, do you think it would be helpful if each student didn't have to sing the mantra, but actually...
They have to, yeah, it is good. Go ahead.
So Sienna, why don't you don't have to sing it if you don't want to put a tune to it.
And if you can sing it, you should do it, yeah.
Say the words slowly, okay?
Okay.
And that way, if there's anything that you get hung up on or have a question on, Girish can answer it for you now.
Okay. Om Asitoma Satagamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurama Amritangamaya Om
Second breath.
Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Wonderful.
Maya, do you want to give it a shot? You're not forced to.
Asitoma Satigamaya Amisoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurama Tangam Namaya Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Wonderful. Amritangamaya. Yeah, it will be correct. So now it's your turn.
Okay. Om Asatana
Asatoma Satgamaya
Tamaso
Soma
Jantirgamaya
Jyotirgamaya
Good.
Mrityurma Amritangamaya.
Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Shanti.
You did it. It's not
Did it.
easy, but it'll get easy when you hear it. And then eventually you'll get to see Girish in person. You'll get to see his lips move. Sometimes that helps. But you did a great job because it's a foreign
Good.
language to you. We've heard it quite a bit more than you, right? So very good stab at it. Good job, girl.
Let us do the Shanti mantra practice before we go to the second mantra. So if you want, you have more variety now. You can even give the Shanti mantra practice for relaxation and calmness instead of giving the 4-step relaxation. So close your eyes. Close your eyes and sit in a comfortable position or a posture of the body. And just adjust and align every part of the body so that there is no unease or unnecessary stretching in any part of the body. You can put your hands on the knees facing up. We are not going into a very complex, normally we start saying have this mudra, that we will take up later. So eyes are closed, the body is comfortable. We make it comfortable. So follow this first step, which is a signature step in all the practices. And remember, in making our body comfortable, we move the mind only on the joints. So move the mind with your closed eyes on the neck joint. Mind is looking the neck joint. Mind is not moving the neck joint, remember. So mind is moving on the neck joint. You feel the sensation. Why should I feel the sensation? Where the mind goes, you have to feel it. Natural. So mind moves on the neck joint, you feel the sensation, comfortable, and you experience steadiness. Move the mind on the shoulder joints. Sensation, being comfortable, and steadiness. Pick up couple of joints. Move the mind on the hip joint. Feel the sensation, being comfortable, and steadiness. Move the mind on the entire body. So your mind is looking the entire body. It has an image of your own body. Many things happens, but one of the most important thing happens once the mind has an image. The mind does not like to go outside. It does not like to wander. And you feel the sensation, being comfortable, and steadiness. And for few seconds, just watch the mind. Any thought comes, let it come, let it go. That process is known as being carefree. What I say, I cannot say how to practice being carefree. But you simply become aware of it. You know it. What do you know? Example is standing across a road and watching the traffic. So there are two things. One who is watching, other is the traffic. But these two things happen in the mind all the time. So we have to separate the one who is watching the thought from all the thoughts. What will happen? The mind will continue to live within. And that is an ideal state. Now we will recite Om 3 times. So first time when we recite, we move the mind inside the head. Second Om, inside the heart. Third Om, inside the belly button. So take a deep breath. We should give a pause. We are not in a hurry. Remember, if the mind is in a hurry, you do the best practice, you will fail. So again, take a deep breath. Inside the heart now, you're looking deep inside the heart. You're looking inside the belly button. Take a deep breath, slow, deep. Casually look inside the forehead in the space. Mentally say, Om is there. Look inside the heart. Look deep inside the heart in the space, whether you feel darkness or emptiness or blankness. Everything is okay. So you become aware of this center of emotion and the desire. Now look inside the belly button. Casually looking inside. We are educating the mind to keep looking, moving inside. And now we will use the first mantra. We will use the same principle. Shabda, word, we will chant. Then we will speak the meaning in our mind. And then we will go to the knowledge part. So maintain that steadiness in the body. Let us take a deep breath. Asatu ma satgamaya. Take again the deep breath. Asatu ma satgamaya. Maybe you are looking deep inside the forehead, that will work. Or inside the heart, that will work. So keep looking there. Take a deeper breath. Asatu ma satgamaya. Now first check. Are you in the state of being comfortable and steadiness? The mind is deep inside. So deep inside, we say the meaning. Moving from false nature to the true nature, you can add, is right yoga. So now we go deeper and we ask the knowledge part. What is the false nature? Whenever I live and speak in anxiety, in stress, in duality, in conflict, this is my false nature. Who creates this false nature? The mind. How it creates the mind? Expecting and seeking happiness from outside the world, but where it is not, that creates the false nature. So what is true nature? True nature is pure awareness, truth, permanent happiness, love and wisdom. Now surprise yourself. Is that permanent peace is within me? So I have to discover that. How to discover? By yoga. So 3 steps. We will go into the second line. Take a deeper breath and let us recite together. Tamaso jyotirgamaya. Tamaso jyotirgamaya. Again, take a deep breath. Look inside the head or the heart. Tamaso jyotirgamaya. We have spoken. So in our mind, we want the meaning, the darkness, moving from the darkness to light. You can imagine that you are in a dark night, standing in a forest. You cannot see anything, and even a small noise, little noise, causes great fear. See that? So here the master is saying, now we are moving into the knowledge part. The darkness represents ignorance, where we do not know our true nature. So the way total darkness causes the fear and the anxiety, the same way the ignorance and incomplete knowledge about ourselves causes great fear. And how to allay that fear? By knowledge, by wisdom, by knowing our true nature. See that? So just be there, experience even you start thinking about it, you will move into peace and happiness. You start thinking about it in your mind. But if you simply repeat it mechanically and habitually, it is not going to work. Why? The mind is already habitual in 99% of our activities in our daily life. That will not change you. You have to do something different. And this is the way to do something different. Now the third mantra. Deep inside, looking deep inside the forehead or the heart, wherever you want to look. Mrityoramamritangamaya. Take again deeper breath. Mrityoramamritangamaya. Mrityoramamritangamaya. The greatest fear that we all have, consciously, unconsciously, or habitually, is the fear of death. But question yoga masters raises, do we really die? When someone dies, we see the dead body, what we say? We say he has left. Pay attention. What? His body is there. So body is not me. Body dies. That is the message this verse gives. We have to filter out what dies and what does not die. There is only one thing. Our true nature never dies. It is all pervading. It is always full of peace and happiness. So what is the journey of yoga? Is to move from mortality to immortality. You simply think about it, and I have written a transcription where I say that after thinking, you become clear, and for 1 minute you maintain this silence, you do nothing. So just do nothing. But keep that knowledge in your mind. Only for a minute. And now, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, 3 times together. One breath, Om, and the second breath, Shanti Shanti Shanti. That is what we learn. Take a deeper breath. Second breath, not in a hurry. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Because it is a practice, keep looking inside the forehead. Let us take a deeper breath. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. We are very perfectly calm. We are not in a hurry. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om is a symbol of true nature. We are saying Shanti 3 times. So look deep inside. Remain in silence. Awareness deep inside. Oh, first Shanti is for my true nature. Second Shanti, what is known to me? What is known to me? About myself, body, mind, breath, brain, intellect, ego, some thoughts, good, bad, high, low. And the third, the world outside. Oh, is that? It is not, my friends, that you should become a great seeker in the beginning. What is important? Shabd. Shabd means the word, the mantra. You should not repeat it habitually. You should repeat it with awareness. To break that habitual pattern, we start looking deep inside the head or the heart. And then you say the mantra either loudly or mentally. Second step, you should talk to yourself. What is the meaning of this mantra? Asato ma satgame. Moving from the false nature to I'm already living in true nature. Sometimes the arrogant mind says, oh, recognize you are arrogant. This is false nature. How many times you became anxious last week? Oh, that is the false nature. The very recognition is the first step. And that you will explain. And the knowledge hidden into it. Oh, you guys all a journey about finding my true nature? Buddha found the true nature. That is why he started speaking of compassion, kindness, peace and harmony, non-violence, etc., etc. So even if you keep thinking, even with eyes open during the day in the school with your parents, a tremendous change will come. I hope you will do it. Bring your mind to the right hand. Feel the sensation. Become aware of the left hand. It's a corona time, so do not put your hands on your eyes. Open your eyes slowly. And experience the state. Do you even experience 5% calmness in you?
Sure.
Sienna?
I feel more than 5%.
More than. So even if you experience 5%, by repetition it will become 100%. That is what I mean to say. Avery, how do you feel?
Very relaxed.
Very relaxed. And Maya?
I feel good and calm.
So that is how we should make every mantra a meditation practice. Not simply I know the mantra Astoma Satgamaya Tamsoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityurma Amritamgamaya. What else you want to know from me? Pass me in the examination. Give me a certificate. That is not the way to learn yoga. I think you can prove that you know it. You have to prove it in your life. Understand?
Make a suggestion.
Yes, come on, Izzy. You should be there, yes.
We should probably let them get to their 11 questions so that we have time for discussion on them.
Can I spend 5 minutes with the second mantra?
Well, you can, but I'm feeling like there might be an overload. Like I'm feeling like maybe sitting with Asatoma for a week and practicing with Asatoma before we start Sarasham.
I agree.
Because the second mantra is also so beautiful and standalone on its own.
Yeah.
And that deserves to have another half an hour at least of explanation and all.
Yes.
So
Continue. Start.
I think if they do the 4 questions, guys, and then the 7 questions at the end of the assignment.
Yes.
And then let's take a few moments on that, and then they can come back and ask questions. So can you guys look at your lesson for today and look at the 7 questions? And if any of those 7 questions are not clear